Bonjour everyone. Welcome to another diecast showcase. So today, quick episode. I just wanted to show you a half a dozen vehicles, basically in package that I don't know. It's a collection that it's not really expanded on a whole lot, and we're talking about Maisto showcase. I'm going to be doing today, the more premium ones, not the fresh metal series, the mainline ones with the iffy wheels and whatnot there, but just like the Maisto Design line that I've already done a video on. If we're talking about the hauler sets and the transporters and the trailer sets, thought I'd show a couple singles, basically, all fairly recent releases. I'd say over the last 2 years or so. And they're going to be from a couple different collections within the Maisto Design. So first one that I'm gonna check on. I believe this is the first one from this collection, from this series that I actually bought. It was found on the pegs, basically, and it's this nice 1957 Chevy Bel Air. Really cool iteration. I mean, it is a gasser. Nice livery. Some sponsors are legit, some are invented. You have the 327 cubic inch on the side. Maybe it's a fuelie, who knows, with the early fuel injection that GM developed for the vet, and that kind of trickled down for a year or so onto other models. But this is really nice. Nice color. Got some rubber tires on here. These are plastic base, metal body, full detail. I mean, no lensed lights, but I mean the tempo work is really good, as you can kind of see here. You know, nice detailing on the back as well. Kept the little two-tone look with that nice dark wine red, little black insert on the on those high-rise rear fender wings. You know, Tri-5 Chevys are always iconic. The 57 is the most loved. Personally, I prefer the 55, but the 57 is a close second. 56 is a little bit more meh to me, but, you know, that's just me. You know, it's licensed product. It says 164. It's more like a 155, honestly. Not real 164. This is pretty much in line with the sizing Jada would do on theirs, just to give you a reference point. If we're looking for something comparable but in a more stock form and not you know, overly modified, probably be Siku if we're talking about the sizing itself or the scale. I mean, something like 150, 155. Either way, this is a really nice piece, at least in my opinion, and these are super cheap as well compared to Hot Wheels premiums and whatnot. It's good bang for the buck. A lot of them have moving parts. See, second one I'm going to show you. This was picked up a little bit later, although it's, I believe, part of the same release. It's also part of the Outlaw line. You'll notice card art's all the same on these, but it's a very nice card art though. I like the old pickup and the Ford T there going at it, seemingly racing. But yeah, Chevy Biscayne Wagon. Really nice car. Nice paint job. I love the deep gloss black. Where is it actually? Actually, no. It's semi gloss. It's like, it's not matte, but it's not gloss either. It's really like almost satin, I guess. And you got that metal flake gold roof. Nice chrome detail, chrome trim detailing throughout. Again, full detail. Full detail on the back, as you can see here. Very well done. Same for the front. Although the front, I mean, you know, you've got light details, but obviously on a chrome grille, it's kind of hard to see. But, you know, it's slammed to the ground. Really nice stance to it. You actually do get white wall tires on this, despite the fact that these look like maybe 30 profile tires, maybe 25 even. Huge staggered fitment with big wheels on the back, a lot of lip, a little less on the front. You know, definitely a nice custom cruiser there. kind of like a pro, pro mod, I guess. But yeah, I love wagons, so I mean, had to pick up this one. Found this actually in kind of like a surplus store. It sells they have a pretty large toy section with a fair amount of die cast. Most of it's more or less desirable. It's really like end of stock, kind of like old Fantasy 5 packs from Hot Wheels. Bunch of all the same Mustangs from the older Matchbox Mustang release, like maybe 2 different models, 10 of each. Stuff that's not really super desirable, but they did have a couple of these, and this one I was really happy to pick up. It was the only one that was there, so yeah, really happy about that one. So a couple Chevys there for you. We're talking about Chevys. I did show this one before, I believe in Square Body episode I did, but let's check it out again. This one's the most recent one that I've added to the collection. As you can see, it does have an opening hood, which is always cool. Good old Square Body, old 87 Silverado. Black rims, wide whites. Got the scallops on the side, white roof, baby blue, matte baby blue. Nice detailing on the back, way better than the main lines that we're used to seeing. And the cast proportions are fairly similar to what Hot Wheels done, with a very short bed, single cab. Seems wide versus reality. And then again, it could be because it's slammed. And again, staggered setup on this. So, very nice little truck that we've seen before. So I won't take too much time on it. One that we haven't seen yet, though. This is going to be my only non-GM one in the collection. And this is the second to last one. It was picked up a couple months before the Chevy, I believe. But yeah. SVT Cobra Mustang, 1993. Good old Fox body again. Loving the Fox bodies, of course. The wheels are not extremely, I don't know, they're kind of weird. And I mean, this cast's been around for a while. I had shown an earlier version of this cast. Actually, you know what? I'll pull it out just so we can compare. Older version of this cast. It's been around for a while. I had the original version of this cast. I had picked up maybe 2 years after it was released. Not sure when, but this is like late 2000s basically. Not sure if we had hit 2010 yet. Probably not. But yeah, so here's the older version versus the newer version. I mean, it's the same exact cast, different wheels. Obviously clean paint job on the older release. Very, very metallic, which was what Maisto was doing at the time, but it's literally the same exact cast. Got the details underneath. There you go, 93 Ford Mustang Cobra. Opening hood with a very tuner style engine under there in this one. Obviously, since this one's not out of package, I can see the hood. It's an opening hood on here, but I don't know if it's got the same type of engine setup or whatnot. And we had seen another version of this cast also on one of the transport I had shown on that previous video that I mentioned. But this is a really, I think it was the first Fox body casting that I picked up off the pegs, basically. That's not something I got as a kid, or it's from my childhood. But very enjoyable cast for sure. Again, this one unfortunately is lacking in detail in the back. As you can see, the rear lights are not done versus the older one. And front is done though, and it's literally the same, still the same Tampa work that they've been using for what, probably over 10 years. So, because this is, I'd have to check on the release date, but the blue one here, it's probably a 2009 release, something around there. 2010, 11, 12, something like that. Or it's at least 10 years old. So yeah, very happy to add another Fox body here. Another one. Oh, and yeah, this is also out of a different series, right? This is out of the Muscle series. So different card art, but all the ones within this muscle series have that same card art with the Camaro and first gen Camaro and first gen Mustang racing there. Back to the Outlaw collection. This is one of my favorite 60s cars. The 63 to 66 Buick Riviera. Definitely a car that I really like. Love the style of it. This is an older cast as well. First version of it I get from Maisto. This one has like a goldish yellow pearl paint. It swings from gold to yellow literally. It's got a color swing, but I mean it's kind of hard to see. I guess through the lens here, but yeah, white walls again, which is a win for me. Black steelies, win again, my opinion. Flame job is really well done. Covers the hood, the sides, and the roof of the car, whereas the rear is all clean. Full detail on this one. Very hard to see. I mean, this plastic is doubled up and whatnot within, so as to protect the model. So, but yeah, really nice cast. I do prefer cleaner builds, but I mean, you know, take off the flame job and that's pretty much ideal for me. You know, the paint type is good, the color's pretty good, wheel setup's great, stance is phenomenal. You know, obviously the fitment on these is not great, but again, we're talking about casts that date back 10 to 15 years, so fitment as opposed to, you know, just being able to lower it as much as possible was not the same. Just wasn't the same priorities. All right, and last but not least of the ones I'm going to show you today is my favorite out of this bunch, the '87 Grand National, which is surprisingly hard to find. This is actually picked up at Passion Diecast. Again, no, it's not something that was super marked up. You know, a little bit more expensive than a Walmart example, but it's pretty straightforward stuff. Basically, it's got pretty good tampo work in the front, although side indicators aren't done, which would have been cool. Rear's very well done as well. And this is the same cast actually that's used in the Fresh Metal line, which I do have a version of, and I would have shown off probably in video I did probably 6 months ago or something like that, when I went through a bag that was in storage basically. Just checked out the contents, but yeah, it's a really good cast. It's got review mirrors as well, as opposed to all the other casts out of this collection I believe that I showed. I'm just gonna double check just to make sure I'm not telling you fibs here. No, literally, it's the only one that has review mirrors. You know, it's a shame because, you know, the Mustang cast could definitely use some. But again, older cast, whereas this one is definitely a newer one. This cast was probably released maybe 3-4 years ago in the Fresh Metal series, and then they made an iteration of this afterwards in the that muscle collection, basically. Very hard to find on the pegs. Never seen this on the pegs. People that frequent Walmarts or Targets or whatnot probably would have seen, example, the 2018 Mustang GT in blue with the stripes. That was literally a peg warmer for months, if not a couple years. This was part of that same series, but you know, probably you've never seen it on the pegs as well. It's pretty rare. You'll notice the black 5-spokes with the Falcon tire lettering, which is kind of funny because this would be wheels that you'd normally see on, like, I don't know, an S13 or a 240Z or an Evo or something like that. But you know, it works, and it gives off that little F&F vibe as well with the matte black paint throughout. Nice little rendition of the Grand National logo on the front fender there. So that pretty much will do it. Hope you enjoyed this little showcase. Again, you know, I always like showcasing things that you know, may not have been showcased a whole lot by other collectors, and you know, they're not necessarily everybody's go-to. If we're talking about you know, what's really hot on the collector wish list. But yeah, there you go. So Maisto's a solid brand in my opinion. Deserves more exposure, more visibility, more love. So if you agree with me, give me your feedback in the comments in regards to the Maisto brand. What do you guys think about their releases? Which scales do you guys collect? Hit that thumbs up also if you enjoyed viewing the video. And I normally would upload approximately twice a week, so hit that subscribe button to be notified of upcoming episodes. On that, I will wish you an excellent morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. And until the next one, I will bid you farewell. Take care. Bye-bye.